6 EastEnders spoilers next week from the 22nd to the 25th of January 2024. Nish Panesar issues Suki with ultimatum. 1. Nish Panesar issues wife Suki with an ultimatum. Nish invites Suki to discuss their divorce with a mediator, suggesting their son Vinny. Suki later bumps into a friend, Barminder, and struggles to explain why she and Nish have split. Suki confesses she can't face people's judgment, and Barminder gives her some advice. Suki resolves to be strong, but when she meets Nish for their discussion, he's brought the Jnani, a prayer leader, from their temple as a mediator, knowing this will humiliate Suki. After an excruciating session, and despite kindness from the Jnani, the gloves are off between Nish and Suki. Nish is suspicious when he hears Suki and Linda Carter having a clandestine conversation about the cafe, and gleans enough information from Linda and Denise to clock that they're hiding something. Suki's blood runs cold when Nish reveals his memory is returning. Nish then tells Suki that she must sign over all their businesses to him, or he'll go to the police. Some of the six meet for crisis talks about how to handle Nish, and they conclude that Suki should agree to his demands in order to protect their secrets. But will Suki do so? And how much does Nish know? 2. Nish Panesar pursues heartbroken Kat Mitchell. Suki is suspicious when Nish offers to give Kat a flat, rent-free, to begin with. Priya Nandra Hart teases Nish that he fancies Kat, while Phil Mitchell tells George Knight he's giving Kat time to cool down before trying to win her back after his cheating was exposed. Tempers flare when Kat arrives at the Vic and turns down Phil's offer to buy her a drink, and Nish steps in to ask Phil to leave her alone. Phil warns Nish not to mess with Kat, while Priya urges Nish to get on with his life because Suki is not coming back to him. Nish calls Kat to ask her out, but Kat says it's too soon. However, Stacey Slater is concerned and blurts out the truth about Nish's attack on Eve Unwin to Kat. Kat confronts Nish, and when he explains she softens and agrees to a date. Over dinner at Walford East, Kat and Nish are having fun until Phil walks in. His jealous comments upset Kat, and Nish follows her as she rushes out. Nish and Kat set to be Walford's newest couple. 3. Cindy Beale makes Dean Wicks an offer, and Jade Massoud returns. Dean wants to go public with secret new girlfriend Gina Knight, but she insists on keeping their relationship quiet for fear of how her family will react. Dean, though, is determined to get his way and tries to manipulate Gina into changing her mind. His efforts fail, and Dean ends up chatting to Ian Beale. Unaware who Dean's girlfriend is, Ian advises him to prove he's in the relationship for the long haul. Dean decides to make a big gesture, marching into the Vic with flowers, where he declares his love for Gina. Linda and the Knights are sickened, and express their unhappiness over Gina's romantic choices. Gina bites back that she doesn't need their approval, but as she storms out, Dean is shocked when a furious Gina tells him to go away. When Cindy hears the news, she wants to go in all guns blazing, but George urges caution. Gina later agrees to hear Dean out, and he convinces her to give him another chance. But on their first public outing, Amy Mitchell gives Gina food for thought, while Cindy visits Dean and makes him an offer. Cindy tells Dean he's got until the end of the day to make a decision, and Gina is shocked when Dean reveals what Cindy offered him. The couple agree to have a romantic evening at Dean's place, but the date takes a dark turn when Gina finally sees Dean's true colors. What does Dean do? As the week continues, Dean is surprised when daughter Jade Massoud comes to stay with him as she's sick of being fussed over by Mum Shabnam. An incident in the market caused by Penny leads to a nasty fall for Jade, so Honey Mitchell and Jean Slater rally around her. But what will Dean's next move be? 4. Anna Knight jumps to Bobby Beale's defense. Cindy is not happy to see Anna and Bobby leaving the house after spending the night together, and when she gets her daughter alone, Cindy tells her she can do so much better than Bobby. But Anna defends her new boyfriend, insisting that he's a good guy. Cindy is forced to accept their relationship, but can she stick to this? And what becomes of Cindy's interference in Anna's sister, Gina's, life? 5. Kim Fox worries for sister Denise amid exciting job offer. Kim is floored when Howie tells her he's been offered a 3-month job on a cruise ship, and she fears his head will be turned on the ship. He invites her on a photo shoot for the company to show her there's nothing to worry about. But this idea falls flat when Kim meets Howie's boss, Rory, who is a dead ringer for Kim. When news reaches the group that ticket sales are down, Kim offers advice on how to solve the problem with her social media knowledge, and Rory is impressed and gives Kim the job as social media manager on the cruise. But a dilemma arises when Denzel Danes gets into trouble, and Yolande Truman explains the teen is acting out because he's scared about being left behind. Kim and Howie decide to stay in Warford, but Denzel insists he will be fine. But another hurdle is Denise, as Kim grows concerned for her sister's well-being. Kim wonders if Denise is suffering from PTSD after witnessing Nish nearly die, but when Kim mentions Christmas it triggers Denise. Kim is worried sick and once again decides to turn down the job, but Denise convinces her she's just upset about her fragile marriage, and demands Kim goes on the cruise. What will Kim decide? 6. Temporary exits on the market leads to an opportunity for Penny Branning. With Sharon Watts already in Australia with Michelle Fowler, Michelle's brother Martin flies out to join him so he can help support Michelle, who is having an operation. Meanwhile, Whitney Dean tells partner Zach Hudson that she needs to go to Milton Keynes for a while to console step-mum Bianca Jackson, who has split with Terry Spraggan. EastEnders has now confirmed that Bianca with Penny and Lauren Branning struggling to find work, Zach suggests that Penny could run Whit's stall in her absence. Judging by the chaos that ensues on the market later, though, will this prove a good idea? Cat set to be Warford's newest couple.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của OK Spoilers. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn video tiếp theo.